What's up guys, it's Ronson here and I am back for another episode, the third episode of Season 2 of the Lille lads. And it's not been great, but it's not been great. I'm just going to say that honestly now. We're starting to pick form back up again, but recently it was not great. Well, I might as well go into this now. Player of the month for February was Fatzidis from Stade Rennais. Second and third were our two wingers, Hazard and Angel Di Maria. Di Maria being an absolute beast of a signing. He's been so good for us this year, and I'm really happy with his performances. Welliton, our signing, got himself 4 goals in 2 games, gives himself top goal scorer of the month. Surprised he's not on player of the month with that kind of record, but well. Quickly do the transfers here because we brought one player in. We bought Park Chu-young in on loan for a fee of 700,000, which isn't bad, and we really need the striker because of the fucking African Cup of Nations. Whose idea was it to have the African Cup of Nations every year? Because that means I lose Sao, Papi Cisse and Shejdu pretty much every year, because Senegal and Cameroon are 2 good African sides and they probably will qualify each year. And it is really fucking annoying. Really annoying. Because basically you don't have the World Cup every year, you don't have the European Championships every year. Do you? No. Jesus Christ, Africa. Stop it. Change it. Because you're fucking Lille up. You really are. Fucking us up. But yeah, so I decided to bring in some more strikers so we don't have to rely on 2 African ones who will go away every January, February and we get fucked. But anyway, we'll just move on to the first fixture. The first game of this episode was against Evian, and it was a French Cup 9th round tie, and we only managed to win after extra time with a 2-1 victory, which was really not that great. We should have done a lot better. Look, 20 shots with only 8 on target. Penalty really was, set piece was the only way they were going to score. They really had none of the game, and to win only 2-1 was kind of nippy, especially having to do extra time was really bad, especially since we scored in the 2nd minute. But they scored in the 62nd with a penalty from stupid play. But oh well, we went through, and I suppose that's what matters. So let's just move on to the next fixture. This game here against Social Montby was actually a really good result for us. Bragnac in the first, Payet in the 9th and Park Chu-young in the 82nd. I played kind of a reserve team because given our form, especially I had some tired players after the Evian game and I just wanted to rest some players, so I put some kind of reserve-y players on, players that don't get to play that much, and well, they really did perform. We beat them 3-0, which was kind of lucky. We had 10 shots, 6 on target, but we took our chances, whereas they had 8 shots with only 1 on target, but the same possession, and it was a really good win, and it put us through to the semi-final, which was against Auxerre. We then came up against Olympique Lyonnais, or Lyon, and we lost 2-0. It was a pretty shitty defeat. They absolutely battered us. They had 26 shots, 11 on target, 55% possession. We only had 7 shots with only 3 on target. Yeah, so 2-0 loss was what we deserved. Could have been more, to be honest. Vladimir Weiss and Michel Bastos. Weiss, who's actually a really good player on this game, and so both their wingers getting themselves 2 goals. And it was a fair enough result, and we just didn't turn up, and we just played really bad. And I was just hoping that Senegal would get knocked out of the African Cup of Nations. This was possibly the worst game I have ever played on Football Manager in my life. The worst. I mean, 1-0 against Monaco. Player sent off, they had 5 bookings, way more shots on target, and they scored in the 92nd minute. Bullshit. No fucking way. Football Manager decided to bullshit me out of this. Well and truly, Welliton sent off for... One of them was bookable, but the second one was fucking no way a booking. They should have had about 3 players sent off. Fucking goal. Their goal was a goal line scramble. We hit the post twice. We just fucked everything up. And oh my god, it was horrible. This game, I just... I was so tempted to rage quit, but I powered through. But fucking hell, what a horrible result. So I'm just going to get off this now. This result, we looked like we were sort of picking form back up, but really we weren't. We were still playing awful. 18 shots, only 5 on target, 6 shots for them, 1 on target, 54% possession. I mean, it could have gone either way this game. We really just didn't play well enough. And yeah, it was in the French Cup though, so not the league. But yeah, so it put us through to, I'm not sure what, is it the 11th round or the quarter-final? Maybe the quarter-final actually. But still, not great, but it was still a victory. We then played Stade Brestois in the league away, and really this was one of the luckiest results ever. We beat them 4-2, it really could have been 2-1 to them, 2-2, 3-2 to us, it could have been any score. It was a really tight game. They scored in the third and I was worrying that it would just be another horrible game for us, but we managed to pull one back through Wellington, and then Park Ji-young put us 2-1 up before Nolan Roux scored a really nice goal actually in the 72nd minute, and it was looking like a 2-2 draw, and I was like, well, they've played as well as us. It'll be a fair result, a draw, and hopefully we can pick up our form after this game. But Wellington and Park Ji-young did manage to step up to the plate, and in the 87th, Wellington scored a goal while they were searching for a winner. And then when they were searching for an equaliser, Park Ji-young scored another one to make it 4-2, which makes the result sound a lot better than it actually was. 18 shots, 10 on target, 47% possession, and really it was quite a lucky result, but it was a victory that we really needed in the league. Yes, you are seeing this. We did lose 8-5 to AJ Auxerre. A pretty ridiculous result, and Football Manager showed its supreme bullshit in this game pretty amazingly, and I was quite impressed by Football Manager here, managing to make me lose 8-5 against a weaker team. As you can see, it wasn't a one-man performance, it was a two-man performance, given that Park Ji-young provided all 5 assists and Wellington provided all 5 goals. The rest of the team played fucking shit, and their team really stepped up. It was only 1-0 when Rosenau got sent off. They made it, no, it was 1-1 when Rosenau got sent off, and they made it 2-1. And Rosenau shouldn't have been sent off at the end of the match now's thing, where it says in the referee's performance, it said, referee made a mistake when sending off David Rosenau. Then 3 players got booked, complaining about it, and since Gabriel Heinze got booked complaining about it for a red card that shouldn't have been, he then got sent off in the 47th minute. Bullshit once again. But we'll move on, it's alright, we'll move on. And they managed to score 8 and 18 shots, 11 on target, 57% possession, 12 shots, 8 on target, 43% possession. This is a weaker team, and this game was the biggest pile of shit I have ever seen. Ever. Even worse than the one I was talking about earlier. So bad. Constant bullshit from this game, and really, I don't know, something happened with Football Manager. Sports Interactive, you've done something, you really fucked it over, and hopefully you'll fix it in Football Manager 2013. Suddenly realising that the midfield had been playing shit, the midfield decided they would do something about it in this game, given that they were the only people that scored a goal, plus one defender, but he'd just come back from internationals. Fucking dick. Fucking African teams. But the midfield really decided to perform in this game. Marvin Martin getting 1, Di Maria with 2, Hazard with 1, and Shedju with 1. 16 shots, 8 on target, 59% possession. We absolutely dominated Nice, and it's what we deserved, really. And this was really the game that picked our form back up and put us on hopefully a good run to come. We then travelled to Shakhtar in the first knockout round leg, and it was a 2-2 draw, but it could have been so much better. They scored in the 92nd minute. Still, it was away, and I wasn't too disappointed. It could have gone either way, this game. They had a player sent off in the 69th minute, but they really were pushing, and we really couldn't do anything about it. But oh well. So 2-2, and it gives us a 2-goal. We have 2 away goals, so really all we need to do is pretty much draw, get an alright draw, 1-1 or 0-0, and then we should be through to the next round. But Shakhtar are a good side, and I wasn't too displeased about the late winner. The second last game of this episode was a 3-1 victory over Social Montby, which was really a good result. We'd already beaten them 3-0, but this was a stronger side we'd put out and a stronger side they'd put out. And Wellington grabbing himself 2, Di Maria grabbing himself 1, and Hazard missing himself a penalty. And a really even game actually. We just had more shots, more on target, and just managed to take our chances more. So yeah, not much to say. They got one through Guadiera in the 72nd minute. Last game of this episode was a 1-0 victory over Montpellier. Marvin Martin getting injured as usual, not worth 20 fucking million for the amount of bloody injuries he's got. He's not played well and he's been injured constantly. Moussa Sow grabbed the only goal of the game in the 56th minute. We could have had more, but on our current form of late, I was happy with the 1-0 victory, to be honest. And shots 16, 7 on target, 56% possession, so we kind of dominated it, but we just didn't put away our chances. They didn't really have any chances of their own, and it wasn't a bad way to end the episode. As you can see from the table, we are not far behind Marseille, which is kind of surprising actually. We've got a game in hand against Le Mans, I think it is. We've got Le Mans on Saturday, but we have a game in hand, and if we win that, we're only 4 points behind, and especially on Marseille, who've been on a horrible run of form. We could easily just overtake them and maybe win the league, but I'm not sure. We just need to get a couple more victories and we're pretty much sorted, and then we just need them to fail. But behind us we can't slip up, because 1 point behind us we've got PSG, and then another 1 point behind we've got Lyon, and then Toulouse are on 39. In terms of stats, team stats, Toulouse are on the best form. We're nowhere near that on form. We've got the most goals, 5th least conceded. Oh god, crazy burp. Most games on in a row, so we've got a 3-game winning streak at the moment, which isn't bad. When it comes to player stats, Papi Cissé still second in goals, joint with Nolan Roux and Hazard. Senghor is still top. Assists wise, Eden Hazard is joint first with Antonio Valencia from Marseille with 10, then joint third is Di Maria with 9. Average rating, we still dominate this again this year. First Eden Hazard, second Papi Cissé, 4th Di Maria, 6th Shejdu, and 7th Marvin Martin, who I said hasn't been playing well. I suppose in the games he has played, he's played well, but he just doesn't play enough games. Most man of the matches, of course, is Eden Hazard, as always, and Moussa Sow is in Moussa Sow is in joint 5th with 3, which is not bad, which is actually quite good. Really, that's mostly what I have to say so far. This episode. When it comes to fixtures, who do we have in the next episode? We will be going up until the end of April, and then, yeah, depending on what happens, there may be a live comm in there. If, say, like, it comes down to the wire in the last game of the season, like, say, for the Stade Rennais game, Jesus Christ, season finishes late this season, 29th of May, but it might come down to the wire in the Stade Rennais game, or if we get quite far in the Champions League, I don't know. But in the next episode anyway, we'll have the Le Mans game, PSG, Montpellier, Shakhtar, Lens, Paris PSG, Lorient, Toulouse, Bordeaux, Dijon, Marseille. So we have PSG twice and Marseille, so it should be quite a good month. Plus we've got Bordeaux, who are not a bad side, and Shakhtar. So it should be a really good episode next time. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and give us a like if you did enjoy the video. It really helps me out, and if you want to keep up to date with these videos, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.